Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're back here on the Better Minecraft server, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a statistic casino. Now how this is going to work, well, I explained it in our last episode, but if you forget, if we go to our statistic page here, we have a bunch of statistics. So we place our diamonds on if we think we will win that stat, and if we do, we get all the diamonds from everyone else. If we don't, then the other person grabs them. It's fairly simple, but we're going to use this building here to make this this building, this casino. So first thing that I want to do is actually just remove all the walls in this, because we're going to use up the whole area. So this is going to be our play area, and then if we come over here, this is going to be kind of like our bar area. So we're also going to knock out this wall here as well, and have this open to everyone. All this is going to be gone. So I'm trying to figure out how exactly I want to do this, and what I think I'm going to do is have a bit of a different roof style than we really have seen so far. It's going to be a lot more shallower of a roof. We're going to have a second story though, and we're going to have a balcony out the front, and we're going to have only one door here, probably right in the middle. Okay, so this is probably going to be the only building that we're actually going to tear this straight down to, not necessarily right down to the floor, but we're going to have just the one layer here to look like, you know, of course there was another building here, but it's not completely renovated, like restored, I should say. So the lore of this building is it was a different kind of building completely, and then some rich guy came, bought it, and then made it into a casino. So that's kind of the story behind this one, which is why we're going to have it down at the bottom, and it's going to be a lot more fancier than a lot of the other buildings, I think. And we're also going to take out the floor here as well, and we're going to replace it with these vertical dark oak planks, because when I think of kind of like a Wild Western theme, they normally have, what is going on here? They normally have kind of like a wooden floor, and mostly the whole interior is just wooden, right? I could be wrong about that, but that's kind of what I think of when I see a Wild West Western style build. So we're going to remove the floor, and we're going to put this in. Okay, so this is the floor and the table. Now this isn't going to be our final rendition. We're probably going to put signs or something around it just to give it a bit of a border. But for right now, it's pretty good. Now for the walls. I've been debating back and forth of what I want to do for the walls. I was thinking white, like a big white concrete kind of building. But I think it would be too far off of what we've kind of got going on around here. You know what? This isn't gonna work out. I think I got a color scheme that will work out a little bit better. And as much as this kind of ruins the illusion of this building, we're gonna get rid of this, because we're gonna go for a much more darker tone. We're gonna go with deep slate for the most part. And we're going to go with dark oak and spruce. And I think I got a pretty good design for what we're going to be building here. Yeah, that already looks way better. So I kind of like the idea of this being kind of a taller building that has a bit of a dock going over it. And then this is going to be like the bar area, and where we do our game and everything. And then up top could be kind of like a fishing hut, or not a hut, like a fishing store, and then we'll have like a bunch of decorations and everything up there, barrels and everything. And this could be where, like, if a bigger boat will come in, they can be like loading in different things from up there. And then of course we can decorate this little area here with kind of like this, just cargo bins and everything everywhere. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. So this is kind of the style we're going to be going for this. And it will also make our little game area kind of like it's a little bit forbidden, like it's not really supposed to be there. which I kind of think is a cool idea. Is this uneven? 4 and 4? Nope, that's right. Alright, so we're going to put a bit of a fence up around, and then we're going to work on how we're going to make the second story. Okay, even though we're not going with the traditional roof that we have been with all the other buildings, we're going to still use the dark oak logs like this. And this is supposed to be a bit of a darker build. As I said before, this is supposed to be like a rough kind of building, you know. It's fairly new, but it's, you know, it's not a place that you would want to take your kids, because it's supposed to be kind of a rough neighborhood over here, over by the dockyards. This is where people go after, you know, a hard fishing trip or something like that. They want to waste their life away, they want to spend the money that they made, and they want to cause some trouble, get into fights and whatever. And this is kind of what I'm going for here. So the bar underneath is supposed to be kind of a rougher neighborhood, and then during the day, the front is going to be a fishing outpost, or like a fishing store. So that's kind of what we're going for here. But I made these great big windows because I want to kind of display some fishing items. Maybe we'll put some item frames down with some fishing rods and stuff, and some rope and everything. But yeah, I think it's starting to come together a little bit better. And also, if we fly away, I just love this view now. That building just adds something. Our whole village is really coming together. Still have to work on that bee farm, but yeah, I like it. I like it. It's going to come out really nicely. Okay, let's take a look at it from afar. And the big reveal. It's definitely turned out to be one of our bigger builds, that's for sure. I really like it. I gotta say, I'm not too big of a fan of these, though, so I might replace that with just some stairs. I know it won't really follow suit with everything else, but the blockiness of it, I think, is kind of taken away from the build itself, which is not good. Okay, so for the downstairs, this is what I got so far. I really like this interior. Especially the wolf eyes, I assume that is, above the couch here. And then we have our little mini bar here, which we can be serving our customers. For the upstairs, I haven't really done anything with that yet, but we added a bunch of different kinds of barrels and a ton of crab traps everywhere. If you come up here, we added a hammock. We also added kind of like where the shop owner sits, and they can you can do a bunch of dealings with them, I guess. And yeah, just a bunch of different decorations and stuff in here. As you can see, we try to cover as much area as we could without it looking too cluttered. We want this to be kind of like a legitimate business up here, while downstairs is where the not so legitimate stuff happens. Anyways, yeah, we have fish nets, we have you know, some hidden barrels up there, who knows what they have. Some crab traps hanging. We have this stool here, make it look like they're, you know, working on fixing up this crab trap. And we have a bunch of different items that they can buy from the store and everything, as well as down here. And this might be a loom table, but I was thinking, you know, they might be fixing the nets and stuff for their fishing and everything, and they need a loom to be able to work away and fix the nets and everything. So yeah, I thought that would be a pretty cool little idea. Well, everyone, I think we are done with it. Let's just take a little bit of a spin around. Yeah, I like that. And you can see I added a bit of a trophy there as well, just to kind of fill in that gap. I kind of wish that there was something a little bit leggy. Sorry about that. I kind of wish that there was something a little bit bigger that we could put there. Something that would take up maybe 2 or 3 blocks. Maybe a 2 down, 3 wide. Something to put there. And I just can't think of anything. I went through pretty much the entire mod list here. I just could not find anything, unfortunately. But anyways, I think it looks good. I'll take you guys for a bit of a tour around. So I added a bunch of barrels in here, just to kind of make things a little bit more chaotic and busy looking. It's kind of what we want. Over here, I haven't really done anything yet. I don't really know what to put here, to be honest with you. Maybe... oh, yeah, I have no idea what to put here. And you know what? It doesn't really need anything necessarily. Not every wall needs to be completely covered. But it still would be nice to cover up a little bit of that anyways. Alright, if we go in here, so I went with the canopy door. You guys have already seen this, so this is going to be the poker table here. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to make a map that's just all black. And then that will give us kind of our black border around and a brown kind of trim on the top side. So I think that'll look really nice. Or maybe we might actually do it brown now that I'm thinking about it. But something brown could be quite difficult to cover with something that big. Anyways, if we come over here, this is again going to be the bar. We go through here, again, another canopy door. This is going to be our refrigerator that will hold our beverages. We come up here, and again, we're hit with a lot of busy stuff. So we have our traps and everything. We come over here, there's our crab traps. We got a bunch of different food items. We got some chicken eggs, some bamboo. We have some potatoes, carrots, and so forth all the way around. Some ores over here. And if we come up here, again, busy. That's what we want. We want busy and chaos. And I think I nailed that. Quite literally. Anyways, yes, we have our hammock, which allows us to sleep through the day. Don't really need that. Probably will never use it, but it's there. We have the chaoticness of everything. We have our stuff that we can buy in our shop here and everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I really do enjoy it. I also enjoy that little thing. I wish it was a little bit bigger though. I wish we had a way to size up some items because I think that would be kind of cool. Anyways, I did remove part of the door here because if you remember, I had a bit of a border. I really didn't like it. But anyways, it makes more sense if we can just walk through this underpass here. And yeah, nothing really has been detailed here yet. I'm going to have to give it some thought. I'm probably going to leave that one just blank. I think the sugarcane kind of covers it up nicely. But as for over here, I have no idea what I'm going to do there. It's kind of hard detailing big walls like that. Maybe I might add some textures or stuff. But especially since it's only one wide, it's difficult to add details on the outside and kind of hide them on the inside. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet. Anyways, yeah, so that's pretty much everything. I really do like this interior though. I feel like this is exactly what I was going for. We can throw down our diamonds and everything and bid and so forth. I think that's pretty cool. And I think what I'm going to do is charge a diamond per drink. Make some diamonds, you know. The house always has to win somehow. And if we can make a little bit of diamonds off of that, I think that would be pretty cool. Anyways, I think that's what's all going to be for today. That didn't make any sense. I think that's all for today. There we go. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And I will see you guys in the very next episode. Ciao for now.